right? Done.
Ask me anything.
Yes.
Step no further, Warden. This one would speak with you. Because this one would a fool.
My great.
But she is your no more demons. No, this one knows all. You choose just one of my kind. Something inside. Yes. This one smells. You seek to betray this one. Your offer is accepted. Come, follow this one. Gossamer strands only stand between this world and home. Feel it? So deliciously weak here, so frail. The entire world should be as such. But this one will feed the veil, make it strong. My brethren will not make it easy. Are you ready? You keep the brethren away from me. This one will sew the strands together, make lattice with pain, experience, and exquisite agony. Then we begin.
On my way.
And it is done. Your veil is strong. Now you go, and do this one's bidding. If they are invited, they will come. But they cannot sneak through like the thief at night. You rejoice. This one laments. Yes, go!
You're not really planning on helping Sophia, are you? She's possessed.
I'm here. As you like. Right ahead. I'll do it. On my way.
Yes. Going. All right. Day 32. The subject is not responding to the stimuli. Testing the pain threshold has uncovered nothing. Only 3 subjects are left. Day 82. If only I could reproduce last night's extraordinary success. Electricity is only a catalyst. The blood is the key. Day 97. Energy and blood. Repeated applications have duplicated the results. I conjecture that success can be induced alchemically. But there are no more subjects left. If only I had 1 more, or a dozen. The things I could do.
And I'm off.
Ah, I was expecting someone, or something. Please, come in. It has been so long since I could focus, you see. But the rip in the veil has been mended. Only just. I have only a short time left.
Careful. This man has dabbled in matters forbidden by the Maker. He may look frail, but don't trust him.
So the Maker told you that, did he? Short-sighted men have forbidden my research, not any god. Enough. Why are you here? What is your intent? I see nothing that could stop you now. Certainly not myself. They were necessary. Any tool, any iota of information that could defeat the fell demons was justified. As a warden, you should know that.
Necessary. Having to relieve yourself after an 8-hour ride is necessary. But there's no excuse for summoning demons.
Charming. A combination of my research and blood magic. But even without that, who else would brave Soldier's Peak? Charitably, I hope. With the veil mended, I would seek to continue my experiments in peace. Perhaps I could advance the Warden's knowledge one last time before age claims me. Without test subjects, without other materials, you would cripple my efforts. But I will do what I can in this endeavor. I have little hope of discovering anything useful. But if I do, you will hear of it. Progress is slow, so much theory.
All right.
Day 32, day 82, day 90, but there are...
Yes. Going.
No, but the rip in the veil has been mended. Only...
Careful.
Why are you here? What is your intent? I see nothing that could stop you now. Certainly not myself. They were necessary. As a war... Charming. A combination of... But even without that, who else would brave Soldier's Peak? And here, I thought you would rescue me. Since the fall of the Soldiers' Keep, my every breath was dedicated to keeping the veil from being torn completely open. And this is the gratitude I get. To what questions, I wonder, ask? The Chantry foolishly forbids blood magic, but there are so many secrets to uncover. As my body decayed, I found ways to extend it. But that can only go so far. What use would storytelling serve? The tyrant Arland is long dead, as is all our noble co-conspirators and the Grand Rebellion. Sophia's corpse may walk and talk, but she, too, is no more. He ruled with fear and poison, his treachery pit noble against noble in terrible battle. We thought him a monster. We gathered allies to rebel. But the toll of years has erased our failure, hasn't it? It seemed so pressing then, but the kingdom lives on. Too many mouths to quiet. Even sorcery can only go so far. So we met with Tyrn Kuzland. With him on our side, we had a chance of victory. Instead, the King's Guard ambushed us. Commander Dryden and I barely escaped. Is it? You lost many family members that day. I saw the Tyrn's head on the meeting table, with an apple in its mouth. Arland's butchers, no doubt, slaughtered enough Kuzlands to make them pliable. Perhaps, but it was survival. For months, I prepared the summoning circles, researched the darkest depths of the Fade. That moment was a triumph of demonic law. Dozens of demons, called by my hand. But with so many variables, I suppose, calculation errors were inevitable. I was so close. She gave the order. I would have summoned the demons anyway. Only under Wardens can true magical research continue. A chance to rediscover the secrets of ancient Tevinter. Chantry lies told to subjugate the mages, to keep them docile. And how do you know they are right? Their faith would have you swallow a great deal for small comfort. My only regret is that it failed, and that I never had a chance to make Arland pay. And who draws this line of what is safe, proper, or moral? The Chantry? Corrupt, mundane, pathetic little men? You? Embrace the core tenet of the Wardens, any means necessary to win. Yes?
Master Mage, sir, my family name has been worth less than dirt for over a century. Do you have any proof that Sophia was a hero?
The boy who braved the mists. So you heeded my call. Ha 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 ha, and you are a Dryden. The cosmos has a sense of humor. He was but a boy when he entered the tunnels below the peak. His heart pure, his character certain. In dreams, I gave him the keys he would need. He would be my deliverance. Your great-great-grandmother was the best of us. Brave, charismatic, fiery, utterly devoted to the fight. But still we lost. We fought against a tyrant, you know, so full of vigor then, so blind to consequence. But proof? There's none to be had.
I had hoped. But thank you, Warden.
To stop the demonic tide, to correct the miscalculations of the past. Blood magic comes from demons. They could counter every bit of law I knew. But the Darkspawn taint, that is alien to them. And it has power. The Wardens use it merely to sense Darkspawn. A triviality. My research has discovered so much more, hinted at even greater heights. This knowledge could not only save Soldier's Peak, with it the Wardens could grow even more powerful. You've already read my research, but in time, with the proper materials, I could learn so much more. It was necessary. It was vital. The few meager years of life they would have spent trapped in this tower were nothing compared to the greater goal. I gave their death meaning. You dare to judge me? I have stood in relentless vigil against the demonic ranks. I have done this task without complaint, without relief. Yes? Certainly, it seems you are done here. With the veil mended, I would seek to continue my experiments in peace. Perhaps I could advance the Warden's knowledge one last time before age claims me. My body may be frail, but my sorcery is not.
Going.
Yes.
The maelstrom has subsided. The Magus's web is destroyed. The deal is upheld. Now this one will go. That was not the agreement. This one promised no such answers. Ah. Ask, human. Ask quickly.
Grandmother, Sophia, she knew about the blood magic then?
Yes, she did. Avernus was powerful, useful. It suited her ambitions.
But my grandmother was a hero.
In her own mind, yes. She aspired to rule the land of the waking, to cast out the tyrant king, to mete out justice to those who betrayed her. Cousin Arland was so coy, so devious, years before she sensed the asp.
I don't understand.
The old king died without kin, and the Dryden sought to don the crown. But the boy Arland was thought pliable by those in power. Fools. The Dryden, powerful, charismatic, insightful, and ignored. They gave her a choice, death or the Wardens. She bided her time, she waited, she lived. The boy King Arland spread terror, spread death, and the Dryden plotted. But Arland's spies were too clever. She was discovered, and her last battle was here.
And you, demon? How did you come to take her?
When the Avernus deserted her, the Dryden would not die. Fierce pride, lovely, delicious terror. This one came to her. She would live, in a fashion. And so she does. For this one is honest.
Do you have any proof of this? Any proof of her good deeds and bad?
Poor ilk of this body. This one has nothing. Only words lost in the wind.
I don't know what to think. The whole family held to the belief that Sophia was a hero. Truth is, she was, and she wasn't. Thanks, though. The truth. The truth is good to know.
Our business is at an end. What? This one will grind your bones in my teeth.
You've done it, Warden. Soldier's Peak is safe again. A good thing you took care of that Avernus. A blood mage. In the Wardens. Common folk should never hear of that. Some still distrust Wardens, even in a blight. Crazy buggers. But there was no proof to redeem my family. For so long, I was focused on the past, on answers. But I think I would have been better off had I stayed at home. Enough of that, though. I find myself at a loss. You've got a whole fortress now. I suppose I should start plying my trade again. You know I'm no good in a fight, but I'm a fair trader if I do say so myself. My cousins have been looking for a safe place to store trade goods, and the Peak will do nicely. Whatever the Drydens have to offer are yours, for a sizable discount.
Looks like we're done here. A demonic invasion thwarted, a warden base safely rescued. We do good work.
Once my family comes, I might have some merchandise you could buy. Might tidy the place up a bit too. Well, my nephews will. Once my family comes, I might have some merchandise you could buy. Might tidy the place up a bit too. Well.
Huh.
Something I can help with? Yes? What's on your mind?
Something on your mind? Of course. Such as they are. About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. Something on your mind?
You called. Speak, then. Then I suggest we move on. I am hardly surprised. Very well. As you wish.
I await your command. We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. I await your command. So, full of questions, are you? Possibly, if I had the desire to. I do not. Perhaps you should dispense with your threats. I will pass on my mother's knowledge if and when it suits me. I await your command. So, full of questions, are you? Possibly, if I had the desire to. I do not.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. Oh, nothing so unusual and so interesting as you and your companions, I'm sure. Dwarven merchants are common enough on these roads, aren't they? I don't know what to tell you. No. You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. I'm sure you'll be...
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along. I'm sure...
Interesting. 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 Interesting.
If there's anything I can do...
Enchantment?
if there's anything I can do for you.
Enchantment?
Indeed.
Yes.
Yes.
right ahead. Yes, of course. Right away.
All right.
told you what I can, I swear to you. Oh, certainly. I've told you what I can, I swear to you. Oh, I've told you what I can, I swear to you. Oh.
Enchantment? Enchantment!
Indeed.
Yes.
Yes.
Ask me anything. It's done.
Did you see the new recruiters out?
I'll keep your voice down.
The Topsider is making a bit of trouble, are you? Well, we'll see how that... The Topsider is making a bit of trouble, are you?
Of course.
Well, we'll see how that turns out.
You've done me a service. That fool Imrek was barking for a week. Are all humans so touched? You are free to enter Orzammar, Grey Warden. Though I don't know what help you will find.
Trost follow, Warden. Your arrival is a mixed blessing. We prefer that outsiders not witness our infighting, but your presence will be tolerated. Fair journeys, Warden.
I have heard much about the halls of the Dwarven Kings, but the stories do it no justice. It is so strange, harsh, yet beautiful. And have you seen those tiny pig-like burrowing animals? They are adorable. I wish I could have one as a pet. But they must be hard to catch and... Oh, just ignore me. I'm so silly sometimes. Let's just go. Something I can help with? Vast halls, carved from the stone of the mountain, lined with the chiseled marble figures of paragons, so fine as to mirror life itself. Soaring ceilings, grand enough to make any man forget the sky and the sun, and to question the reason for their existence. I have heard of these things and more, but none prepared me for what I have seen here. It is marvelous. Something I can help with? Yes? What's on your mind? Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to...
Something on your mind? Of course. Such as they are. About the Grey Warden, something on your mind?
You called. I am hardly surprised. Very well. Speak, then. Then I suggest we move on. As you wish.
Those statues are Dwarven paragons, if I remember right. The best of their ancestors.
Spare a few bits for an old man.
They say the Darkspawn have left for the surface.
As you like.
Show some pity for a poor old man.
I'll do it.
Now that's a thing of beauty, daughter. If you work hard like Branka, all Orzammar will know your name.
Mother, I don't want to be like her. She...
Don't say that! Not to me, not to anyone. Now get back to the forge. I want to see more details.
Yes, Mother.
If only you had come at a less troubled time.
As you like.
Show respect, Surfacer. You're in the Hall of Heroes, home to the best of us.
Paragons, dwarves who achieve such greatness, they're considered ancestors even if they yet walk among us. If only we had one now. A unifier. A voice like that, there would be no dissension. Perhaps I don't want you to. A surfacer should not see us in this kind of disarray. Goodbye, Warden. I hope you're not needed. Leave me.
You know, I've heard about the Orlesian bards.
Who hasn't? They are quite famous after all.
The stories I heard were a little racier. It had to do with how a bard assassinated her target. How they were lulled into complacency.
If those stories were true, who would ever agree to entertain a bard in their court?
Oh, I don't know. There's a certain allure to danger, isn't there? And besides, you couldn't all be assassins, could you? I'd take my chances. If the stories were true, that is.
We had rules about that sort of thing. Strict rules.
Such as? You're not gonna tell me, are you?
Let's just say I had plenty of reasons to join the Chantry, shall we? And leave it at that.
It is the Assembly who makes a king, and a king who nominates his successor. None of it is carried in the blood.
Or, as now, when someone tries using the Assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours, when the usurper Harrowmont was the only one by his side?
I'll have you thrown in prison.
You've bitten off more than you can chew!
Handlers, separate these dashers in the diamond quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
Not speak that way about the man who should be king! I won't have fighting in the cup. In front of outsiders.
Topsider is making a bit of trouble, are you? We'll see how that
I
goes.
shall.
Did you see that? I cannot believe what this city has come to. This would never have happened when Endrin was alive. Aye. What a terrible burden for a father to have only Balin left of 3 fine sons. In the end, Endrin himself recognized that Balin cared for nothing but power. It was Endrin who ordered his son away from his deathbed and embraced Lord Harrowmont as his heir. Lord Harrowmont should be our king. He was King Endrin's closest advisor, the only one he could trust. Endrin himself, ancestors welcome him, asked the Assembly to endorse Harrowmont. Everybody knows he killed his brother Trian and let his father's favorite son take the blame. And many question whether Endrin died abed, as we were told, or whether Balin helped him along. He is a good man and a skilled general. King Endrin trusted him with his life, and I will do no less. Only as a potential match for one of his sons. He was a good king, stern and fair and just. He died in bed after his eldest son was murdered, and the Assembly condemned his second son for it. I cannot blame him for preferring to join the ancestors in eternal peace, if Balin didn't murder him himself. I am Narav Helmi, third daughter of the second matron of House Helmi. And you, stranger, what brings you to Orzammar at such a time? A Grey Warden? That explains why they allowed you past the gates. What kind of aid do you need? A blight? Now? But our warriors are killing each other in the streets. I'm sorry, stranger. I fear there will be no aid for you in Orzammar. If you seek Lord Harrowmont's support, I suggest you talk with his trusted advisor, Dulin Ferender. He might be able to get you an audience.
We are honored to serve you, Grey Warden.
I'll do it.
It's about time the Darkspawn started attacking the surface. They bothered us for far too long.
Ancestors, guard my son, for he is lost in darkness. Mothers, keep him safe, for you know what it is to mourn. I'm sorry. Did you have an offering for the ancestors? Although, I can't imagine your ancestors reside in the stone. My name is Vilda, widow of Turak of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son, Ruck. I only wish I knew whether I should be asking for his safe return or for the ancestors to accept his soul. It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them. The captains don't want to lose anyone searching for stray men. Too many were taken by Darkspawn that way. How? There is no way except to brave the Deep Roads yourself. Warden. So you could do it. Only wardens face the Deep Roads without a company backing them. Oh, thank you. The ancestors finally heed my prayers. Please, find me as soon as you return. I didn't expect you back so soon. Have you been to the Deep Roads already? My son was on a mission near... Oh, it was one of the old Tigers. I never paid much attention. I know it was one of the famous ones. One that was lost in the last blight. He was a beautiful boy, so meticulous. He used to polish his armor until it glowed. He was with a unit under one of the Dace Boys, so his shield would have their insignia, double axis. May the ancestors guide you.
Orzammar will fight alongside you, Warden.
What is that smell? Dwarven vomit. Charming.
Did you see that fight? In the old days, those men would have been told to join the Legion of the Dead. At least then they'd put that anger to good use. But not these days.
Topsiders? Good. Get some outside gold in here. Calm people down. Make them think we should open the gates for good. The more cracks in the old way, the better. That's what Balin stands for. Not your business, but I see where the gold is. He's the traditional pick, yet he wants a new way, whether some like it or not. Can't find ore without splitting some stone. My investments are solid, I'll be fine. The Assembly has done us a favor. They've shown just how loose the sand is under our feet. It opens people to change. Orzammar will decide what we can or can't be. Blight may be imminent on the surface, but our warriors are well seasoned against dark spawn. There will be topsiders left for trade. There's no end to you. I'll take your gold. You're good for that. To buy something, I hope. I want that surface wealth. Not your business, but I see where the gold is. Just as many say Harrowmont. Neither are paragons, and the scales being equal, I go with the promise of more trade. Can't find ore without splitting some... The Assembly has done us a favor. There will be topsiders left. I'll take... Back to buy something, I hope. I want that.
Oh, how dear of you. Thank... Something I can help with?
Ancestors smile on you.
As you like.
Maker's blessing on you, brother. Ah, it's a great pleasure to meet a fellow believer. I'm Brother Burkle of the Red Cliff Chantry, returned to my ancestors' land to spread the chant of light. I'm petitioning to open a chantry in Orzammar. The Shaperid controls changes in Orzammar's structure and society. I need the Shaper of Memory's permission to open a prayer meeting. Oh, I'd hoped you'd say that. I can see the Maker's hand on your shoulder, guiding you always.
If this chantry could help just one person as much as it helped me, it's worth any trouble.
Please, let me know as soon as you've heard anything. Have you spoken with the Shaper yet? Well, perhaps more prosaic tasks have occupied you today, but it was no small favor you promised. You offered to ask the Shaper of Memories to allow a chantry within Orzammar's walls. Without his blessing, thousands of dwarves may never hear Andraste's message or feel the Maker's light. Andraste's blessing on you.
It's been so dangerous ever since the king took ill.
I shall. On my way. It's done.
Welcome to Jannar Family Armorers. I must say, you look like our type of people. Looking for a new set of mail? At Jannar's, we have everything from leather to platinum. I stay out of politics. It's not good for a smith to get the attention of those who grant vendors licenses. Lord Harrowmont's a fair man. My father did business with him, and he always paid on time. But the Idukans have served us well. If it is the ancestors' wisdom to keep them on the throne, I cannot object. Aye, for 100 generations. My father made his name by inventing a fall and tacet, which were integrated into the cuirass. But, I'm guessing by your face you're not a smith yourself. Of course, keep in mind we also take items on trade. Trust Valar, stranger. Here for armor or conversation? Of course. Trust Valar, stranger. Here.
Say the word.
Trust Valar, stranger. Here for armor? Of course. Atrast Valar, stranger. Here for armor or conversation? Of course,